What's going on, champs and chambits? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video we have a very interesting topic to talk about, which is relating to those spray skins from the Most Wanted event that never actually released. If you guys remember, I've made a lot of videos talking about those before, both Caper and Alias skins, and how they were going to be releasing very soon, you know, how Epic Games was fixing them up, you know, improving them, making sure they wouldn't crash your game or whatnot, and how Epic Games definitely wanted to, even after the Most Wanted event ended, bring those skins to the game. Now, this was because of the fact that, you know, if you weren't keeping in touch with everything, right? When they first released, when the Most Wanted event, you know, came out, they were unfinished in like an odd way. Basically, what I mean by this is that, you know, they kind of were finished in the sense that, you know, the skins exist, right? But when they first released in the locker, you couldn't modify your actual sprays on the skin at all, which it had spray spots everywhere, right? It had spray spots on the front of the skin, the back of the skin, anywhere you would look basically existed somewhere to put a spray on the skin, right? You had so many options everywhere, and people were genuinely excited for the skin to release because it allowed them to actually have a lot more customization in the game. And also, are there normally this many stormtroopers over here? Because I swear there's like 4. Yeah, there's one all the way over there as well trying to shoot. But yeah, it was a very customizable skin. You know, it also released tons of sprays with it and everything when it was set to release originally, but when it first came out, it was just bugged, right? You couldn't put a single spray on there because the skin wouldn't even let you change the color of like the outfit at all, right? And then in the future update, they ended up fixing it, and then people were saying that, oh, it has a crashing issue, blah blah blah. If you try putting it into UEFN, it will crash your game and something like that. And despite that, as everything continued onward, it felt like Epic Games kept fixing those skins, right? They kept fixing the bugs and everything that were pointed out before those skins eventually ended up, you know, being perfect in the way, right? Because right now, according to what everyone has seen and everything, now of course we could be wrong, it appears that the skins are mostly perfect in the sense that, you know, if they were to release in the item shop tonight, they wouldn't have any issues. You'd be able to put your sprays on them, you'd be able to use them in game, and you'd be able just to have fun using them. Now, the issue comes into play, however, with the most recent leak spree that has kind of gone on in the community. So for those who have been unaware of what's been going on, if you don't follow on Twitter, there have been a lot of leaks that have happened recently, and it all relates to a very interesting situation. Now, based on my understanding, it appears to be something that happened because of the launch of UEFN. For those who don't remember, a lot of cosmetic IDs have been getting leaked recently, and that was also caused due to UEFN's release and everything, because of some blacklisted files actually showing up in the files if you knew where to look and you had UEFN installed on your computer. And because of that, people managed to actually get like a database list or something along those lines that just listed out tons of scheduled times for, you know, events, not even just events though, but also the entire item shop for the next month all the way up to June 11th. It also listed out, you know, what the chapters are going to be, when the dates for each season is set to be and whatnot. And it basically just revealed tons of information about what Epic Games was internally planning on with everything, and, you know, when they plan to release certain things, when new bundles are supposed to be available and stuff like that. However, one thing people noticed is that they had not had any plans in the files, and they didn't schedule out any plans for the Caper and Alias Most Wanted skins, you know, the spray customizable skins, jumpsuit skins, whatever you want to call them, to actually release any time between now and June 11th. And seeing as the fact that they've kind of updated those skins over time, right, and they even added one of the Most Wanted tabs back, but they never released the skin itself, people are speculating that because of the fact that over the next month they don't even have a planned date for these skins to release, that maybe the skins have just been entirely scrapped. Now, is that confirmation that these skins will never release in the game? No, because I want to keep this in mind, right? While everyone is currently saying, oh, these skins are scrapped, they're never going to release whenever, you know, blah, 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 blah. Sure, in its current state, it does look like they have no plans to release those skins anytime soon within now to June 11th, but that doesn't mean that they'll never release the skins because of the fact that they have still been updating the skins, right? And the fact that, you know, they exist in the files, they work perfectly fine. Epic Games appears to be wanting to update these skins to make sure they're perfect for when they release so it doesn't cause any bugs with the game at all. It just is really in a state right now where it's like maybe there's something internally wrong with the cosmetics so that they can't release them right now, right? Maybe that's something going on, but yeah, have the skins been scrapped? Yes and no, technically, because of the fact that, you know, right now they have no plans to release it, right? Between now and next month, there have been no plans, at least in the publicly released schedule that, you know, people have been able to find and get leaks off of in order to release those cosmetics. However, things can change in the future, and they can release these cosmetics at any time they want, right? And who knows, maybe we'll actually see the skins remastered, and we'll get a new set of spray skins in the future, right? Maybe they're like, okay, this test didn't work out that well, but we know how much the community wanted this type of skin, so So we're going to go ahead and make a new skin entirely using what we've learned from the bugs and everything regarding these jumpsuit skins in order to allow the spray customization to still exist, but have it being on a completely different model or design or something like that. Now, I do hope that they eventually release the Caper and Alias skins, just because of the fact that when it comes to all the sprays and stuff, there was a lot of cool sprays, right? I mean, like, the challenges and everything. Like, if you look in the bottom right, I have 5,000 gold. That is because of the fact that the challenge is related to actually spending gold in matches in order to unlock tons of sprays, right? Like, I think it was around, like, 16 sprays total that you'd be able to unlock just by doing challenges, which were just spending gold bars after purchasing the skins, right? And I know a lot of people, including some of my friends, who have literally been sitting on thousands upon thousands of gold, hoping that these skins still release very soon. Now, will I start spending my gold in the game? Yeah, I mean, you know, at this point, knowing that for at least the next month the skins are going to release, I think I'm going to have some fun, just spin some gold, since I know that the gold this season won't ever be used on those skins, but it is just something that kind of sucks, because a lot of people are being strategic with it, right? A lot of people wanted to get all the sprays and everything to get the most out of the skins as soon as possible, to the fact that they were literally sitting here, just sitting on thousands of gold, so that when the spray skins do eventually release, they would have been fine, right? But yeah, I hate to break the news to you guys, there's nothing planned for the skins right now. Who knows? In the future, maybe they'll update some of the shop tabs or something, and maybe we'll actually get the skins. But I just thought I'd let you guys know, because I know that is a big topic that everyone's been wanting to know for a while now. It's like, have these been scrapped? Are they working on it? Are there any updates? FireMonkey, when are these releasing or whatnot? Blah, blah, blah. And of course, you know, as a little bit of an added bonus, I know some people are going to ask about it because it gets asked about every single time there are shop leaks. No, Travis Scott isn't returning anytime soon, right? I know that's completely unrelated to the video, but I've gotten so many DMs being like, hey, since there's item shop leaks and stuff, FireMonkey, do you know if Travis Scott's returning? No, Epic Games doesn't plan to bring back Travis Scott anytime soon, as far as I'm aware, and there isn't anything scheduled for the next month for it, so if anyone wants Travis Scott's cosmetics, I'm sorry, but you're just gonna have to keep on waiting and hoping that maybe something happens in the future. Now, with that said, I do kind of want to do my own personal ramble about the whole entire leak situation regarding all the leaks that have came out within the past few days, basically, that have been months upon months worth of information regarding, like, oh, here's when the next chapter begins, here's when the season ends, the next season starts, here's when certain cosmetics get added to the game, there's going to be free rewards, blah, blah, blah. But I think we're going to schedule those out to be over, you know, multiple videos so that we still have topics to talk about, especially when news kind of dies down. So I hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's video, even if it wasn't the news that you were quite expecting to hear. And with that said, I'll see you guys tomorrow with another upload. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and peace out.